Somit ein herzlich willkommen wieder zurück zu euren Folie von Folies Gamer aus einer neuen Folge Let's Play Eleanor Part 9, Weiße Schuhe und ein Mord. Schön, dass ihr wieder mit dabei seid an alle Hobbydetektive da draußen und willkommen zum Crime Friday hier auf Folies Gamer aus, auf YouTube, natürlich auch auf Twitch, Instagram, Facebook zu finden. So, wir setzen fort. Wir sind immer noch beim Morddezernat. Weiße Schuhe und ein Mord. Let's Play. Falls ihr nicht schon, oder euch schon gewundert habt, warum das auf meinem Kanal ein bisschen umgeändert hat, ja, jedes Let's Play hat jetzt ein eigenes Intro und ein eigenes Let's Play-Ordner. Ich finde, das wird immer ein bisschen übersichtlicher. Könnt ihr mal was in den Kommentaren dazu schreiben, ob ihr es gut findet oder nicht. Mir persönlich gefällt es sehr. Und ich hoffe den einen oder anderen auch. So, zurück zu Eleanor, weiße Schuhe und ein Mord.
Good morning, gentlemen, and what a grand morning it is, too. We have just cause for celebration. Galloway and Phelps are sending another fiend to San Quentin. A nice showy trial, and he'll be strapped down with gas seeping into his tiny reptile brain. Now, the fresh business. Galloway and Phelps, the task is at hand. The address is on the hill, north downtown off Fremont Avenue.
Skipper, is the new letter genuine?
Now, boys, we all know how many imbeciles have confessed in the short case. Ray Pinker will let us know in good time.
Yeah.
Da flippen sie.
A fine morning indeed. We keep locking them up, but the bodies keep piling up.
Yeah, Californians love a fad, Phelps. As long as the bricks hold up in San Quentin, there'll always be killers in this town to send.
I'm praying that those prints come through so I can nail them.
Was macht der denn da? Na komm.
What the hell?
Greetings from sunny California. When's it gonna stop?
Da kann es froh sein, dass bei euch regnet. Bei uns ist es schweineheiß. Ich hoffe mal, ich denke mal bei euch auch.
First the letter, and now another body. Come on, you can't keep on telling me there's not a killer still out there.
You know, Phelps, all these arrests on your record are giving you a reputation. You don't want them turning into unsolved.
Getting a vicious killer off the streets is more important than my reputation.
Really?
And besides, landing a big fat marlin is more impressive than an ocean full of minnows.
The minnows maketh the man, Phelps. You can't always hit home runs. Sometimes you just gotta make first base. That guy there will lead us up.
I'm steeling myself for what I'm about to see.
That'll just be another dead body, partner. Get used to seeing them. Hear the gig when you're working homicide, Phelps.
Tatort 11:51 AM.
Phelps and Galloway, homicide.
Scene is secure. The rest of the patrolmen are going door to door, canvassing for witnesses.
Thanks. Keep me informed.
Will do, Detective.
This looks awfully familiar.
I think that's the impression the boys from the Examiner took with them as well.
There's nothing original under the sun. Why should murder be any different?
What do we have so far?
Not much trace evidence to speak of. Storm blew in around 10 last night, and the rain washed most of it away.
And the body?
Looks like she was tipped out of an automobile from the tire tracks and superficial injuries. Strangled with a length of rope. And for my money, it's triple braid again.
Time of death?
From her temperature, maybe 2 a.m., but it was cold last night.
Usual head injuries.
Blunt force trauma. Knock him over the head, then strangle and mutilate. No message with this one.
At least she was left clothed.
I doubt very much he was concerned with her dignity.
The green silk dress is very distinctive. Any sign of her other shoe?
No. And no handbag or other personal effects.
Circumstantial.
Our driver and our killer are most likely one and the same.
So. Gucken wir uns mal weiter um. Was haben wir denn noch so hier? Na, das noch richtig schön durch.
No drag marks. The killer was moving around, surveying the scene.
Stiefelabdrücke.
There appears to be a dry cleaning label. Superior Laundry Services, F1363.
Da ist nix. Keine Kratzspuren, kein gar nichts. Das heißt, dass sie auf jeden Fall sich nicht großartig gewehrt haben. Das muss schon vorher erledigt worden sein. Gucken wir nochmal hier noch was finden.
Not much help.
Ne, die liegen hier überall rum, ne? Das habe ich mir schon fast hier doch. Ups.
Detectives, I've been working the houses across the street and up the block. This lady thinks she has something for us.
Detective Phelps, LAPD.
I'm Mrs. Barton, Catherine Barton. I live just across the way.
Did you see anyone around here last night?
Not last night, but yesterday, early evening, I saw that awful hobo.
Do you have a description?
Tall, gaunt, horribly disfigured. I think he may have had an accident in the war. He's a very scary, angry man.
Any idea where we might find him?
One of the hobo camps around here. He's some kind of hobo leader. They all follow him around.
Thank you, ma'am. You've been a big help.
Of course. Anything I can do to help. I'd hate to think that something so ghastly could happen right here and nothing be done about it.
Wenigstens hat er auf der Kürze regnen. Ruf mal der Operator mal an.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address on Superior Laundry Services.
Just a moment. Superior Laundry Services, 1260 West 1st Street.
Can you track down reports of hobo camps in the vicinity of Signal Hill?
Just a moment, Detective. There's a large camp under the bridge on Grand between Temple and Sunset.
Thanks, ma'am.
Okay, Obdachlosenlager. Dann fahren wir da mal als erstes vielleicht hin, ne? Und dann zur Laundry.
I think we ought to investigate the hobo lead.
Well, if you think we ought to, then I guess we ought.
Obdachlosenlager 12 und 8 PM.
I fought. Where's my wife? Nobody cares about me. I took a
We're looking for a tall man with a disfigured face. You know him?
Huh? What? I fought in 2 wars, you know, son. I think I earned some peace and quiet.
The bum isn't here. We should follow the lead. These guys can wait. At least the rain stopped. You can change back into those white bucks now.
Moment mal. Der ist bestimmt irgendwo hier. Ey, Finnegan Pete.
I don't know who you're looking for, and I don't want to know.
Da haben wir schon mal eine goldene Schallplatte gefunden. Sind da bloß noch 17 übrig. So.
I'm at a loss.
We still got the laundry label to check off.
Ja, dann machst du Laundry gehen. Weiß nicht.
Phelps, leave him be.
Dann gehen wir erstmal dahin. Kommt aber angewetzt, mein Kollege.
No message.
Excuse me?
There was no message.
Where?
On the Vic. The last bodies had something written on them. This one didn't.
I'm failing to follow you.
Can't be the same guy is what I'm saying, right? Before you start trying to link this to Maldonado and all the others.
There are more factors to consider than the messages, Rusty.
This doesn't fit your pattern, Cole. End of conversation. Understand?
Hi,
Central unit, possible 415 at Alvera Street Plaza. Unit to handle code 3. Identify.
Slow and steady, come on!
Wollte Abkürzung nehmen, verdammt nochmal. Superior Laundry Service, 12:45 Uhr PM. Zumindest eine Busstation ist in der Nähe. Das kommt schon mal eher hin.
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. We're investigating a case, and one of your laundry labels came up. F1363.
If you give me a minute, I'll go find a register and you can take a look. You take a look for yourself. I've got clothes that need pressing.
Was wurde?
You wrote the number down on that dress, is it there?
Gucken wir mal nach Hinweisen. Todeszeitpunkt. Todeszeitpunkt ist auch was war ich jetzt gesagt 2 Uhr morgens, okay. Die Reifenspuren. Reifenspuren am matschigen Boden in der Nähe der Leiche gefunden, jawohl. Stiefelabdrücke. Okay. Waschreizettel. Aufschrift F1 oder ne, doch F1363. F1363. Da.
Mrs. T. Terrellson, 43 Emerald Street, Westlake.
I've got a feeling we're about to meet another wife killer.
You've always got that feeling, Rusty.
Yeah, and it's usually correct.
Please, please, for once, can you not let your assumptions color your detective work?
Just you wait. Nordic types show a particular disposition for this stuff.
Komm, hauen wir uns noch einen Hotdog rein und dann geht's weiter.
Five-star goddamn wedding. See him? I saw his picture in the paper. He worked that case with the lady cut up like the dahlia. If you can fake sincerity, you got it made.
Klingt schon, gibt's sogar keine Wurst zu verkaufen. Da rennt er aber schnell weg. Emery Street, 1:06 Uhr. Na denn.
Hello? Yes?
Detectives Phelps and Galloway. Is your wife home, sir?
My wife went out last night and she hasn't come home.
Can you describe your wife and what she was wearing?
We were out at a friend's place, Bobby Ross's, for a party. She was kind of dolled up. She had her green silk dress, open-toed white shoes. Those are her favorite shoes.
Can we come in, Mr. Tarleton? I'm afraid we have some rather bad news. Do you have someone who can look after your children, Mr. Tarleton?
I've been trying to arrange a sitter. Look, tell me what's happened.
I'm afraid your wife was murdered last night. Her body was found this morning. We're very sorry for your loss. I know this is a difficult time, Mr. Tarleton, but we are going to need you to answer some questions. First, we're going to take a look around.
What for? You don't think
it's
that...
procedure. You see to your girls.
Stay here till Daddy's finished talking to these men.
Where's Mommy?
Everything's gonna be all right, sweetheart.
We would like Mommy to come home now, Daddy.
What's the problem, Tarleton? Let him search. You got nothing to hide. Want to hear something funny, Tarleton? Some bums think filling out a missing
I don't think so.
report actually rules them out as a suspect.
No good to me.
Das Bild ist umgeklappt. Das stimmt ja.
Need to check if she was a regular.
Das hat man schon.
Baron's bar again. Someone must be real sweet on this dive. I wonder why the picture was turned down.
Die haben sich bestimmt gestritten.
This isn't what we're looking for.
If you'd excuse me, ladies.
I doubt it.
So she went out without her handbag? At least she was spared that particular indignity. She'd have to be in quite a state to leave this behind. I could see if Pinker can match the impression to the crime scene.
Habe ich jetzt gerade richtig gelesen? Die stehen übereinstimmend.
Lars was out in the rain last night.
I'll be out of your way momentarily, ladies.
Looks like a match with the ligature marks.
Das könnte ein so ein Grund sein.
That's the guy from the papers. Solve that big case.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Can you run an address for a Bobby Ross? Then send some uniforms over.
Would you like him picked up?
No. Suspect says he was with Ross last night. We need to confirm the alibi.
I'll get a prowl car dispatched.
Thank you.
Are you drunk, mister? Or are you just cracked?
Ich werde in nächster Zeit immer mal nach Beweisen lieber gucken.
For the record, Mr. Terrelson, what is your wife's name?
Teresa.
When was the last time you saw your wife?
Around 8:30. The card game at Bobby's was wrapping up. I played out my hand and drove home here. I paid the sitter and went to bed.
Why did you only report your wife missing this morning?
I thought she would have called up last night from the bar.
Do you have any idea why anyone would want to hurt your wife?
No. Everyone loved Teresa. She was so full of life. It can't be anyone who knew her.
For the record, Terrence, did you kill your wife?
Oh my God. No. I didn't kill my wife. And fuck you for suggesting it.
You said you went to a party at Bobby Ross's place?
That's right. Bobby had a bunch of people over. We were having a good time. She said she was bored and decided to leave.
Der Blitz da rot.
So when I call this Bobby Ross character and he tells me you're lying...
Look, what do I have to do to convince you that I stayed at the party? I want to find who did this. I want to help.
Boah, das kann ja nicht wahr sein.
If you have more questions, I'd rather get this over with now.
Meine Fresse, keine
Mr.
einzige
Terrelson,
Frage
was
richtig.
Teresa happy at home?
Yeah, I think she was.
Spill it, Terrelson. We like the look of you for this, so you better give us something.
We're at the party. She has a few and says she wants to go out dancing. We only have the sitter until 9. I get mad. I tell her to go ahead, but I'm staying. She storms out. Look, I'm doing well at cards. I hardly ever do well. I married her because she was so much fun, but now she drives me fucking crazy.
What time did she leave the party?
About 8:30, maybe a little earlier.
If Bobby Ross doesn't confirm your story, we are going to come back here and pick you up. This doesn't look good, Lars.
Sounds like the Terrelson broad had her last drink at Barron's bar. We should check the place out.
Appreciate your time, sir.
You believe this guy's story?
Kind of rings true.
Da steckt mehr dahinter, definitiv.
Cole, come on!
Watch where you're driving, you maniac!
Barron's Bar, 1 auf 36, 35, Verzeihung.
Decide between the tuna fish and the chicken.
Gents, drink?
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD.
I'm Benny Clough. This about Teresa Terrelson?
Yes, it is.
I heard about it on the radio. They're saying it was that Black Dahlia freak again? God damn it. Yeah, I rang that husband of hers. The babysitter said he was out.
If you don't mind, we have a few questions. What time did Teresa leave?
Around 10:30, I think.
On foot? In a car? By bus? How was it?
She called for a cab.
Did you get the number?
Sure I did. I like Teresa. The only time she has a drink is when things aren't going so good at home. I was worried about her.
I love these waitresses. Everyone's a doll.
Two eyes.
Put out an APB on the cab. 3591. Should be traceable. Who was she with? We've had reports about a tall, gaunt-looking hobo. He wasn't here last night?
I get plenty of bums in here, but nothing to fit that description.
You've never served him.
Not a chance. By the sound of it, he's the type of bum you send packing right when he walks through the door.
Na, das habe ich mir doch gedacht.
Any idea where she was headed?
Nope. I didn't get that.
She was murdered, Benny. Brutally murdered. If you like this lady, you should give us something.
You telling me I'm not cooperating? Watch it, pal.
You want us to catch the guy, sir. We need information, not cute answers and delaying tactic.
I do my best, goddammit. What do you want from a guy?
Any of your regulars know the broad?
Ask him yourself.
LAPD. Keep your seats, boys. This won't take a second. We can't let the son of a bitch get away.
Boy, let's take it.
Go, Phelps. Get after him. Come on. We got a ride. Get in and drive.
Oh.
I thought you were gonna leave me there.
Who knows what this guy will pull when he's cornered? We could have a killer on our hands.
Ach, verdammt nochmal. So, komm, ich hab's gar nicht gesehen. Ich wusste gar nicht, welchen Auto der
God
rumfährt.
damn it, get after him, Cole. I thought you were gonna leave me there.
Who knows what this guy will pull when he's cornered? We could have a killer on our hands.
Phelps, you gotta get me closer. Hit him. Clean this asshole off the road.
I don't think the killer would be kicking back in the bar where he met the Vic in.
Listen, a creature of habit is your killer. For some reason, they're sticklers for routine. Keep it steady and I'll try to bust his tires. Spin him out. Oh, the road's wet.
All right, you got me. I've had enough.
Put your hands in the air. Name.
Richard Bates. What is it you want?
I'll ask the questions. Firstly, why did you run?
I don't mix with cops if I can help it.
Last night, you went drinking with a lady in the bar. Now she's dead. And your face is all messed up.
I'm in the clear on that. She preferred a sailor. You could lay it off on him. Are we finished?
Do you want my partner to sap you? Tell us what we want to know.
She was okay. Drunk. Pissed off at her old man, wanting to go dancing. I thought I'd ply her with a few drinks and get my end away. Looks like your Salty had the same idea.
So what happened when you left the bar?
Sailor boy laid one on me. A cheap shot. After that, I don't know.
You've done time, haven't you, Richard? Is that why you ran?
I'm on parole.
On what offense?
Sexual assault. Look, I was lying there on the sidewalk. He flags a cab and jumps in with the broad.
We're taking you in, Bates.
How come?
Just for a chat. Nice private chat. I'll explain my theory of once a degenerate, always a degenerate.
Take him to Central. He's a material witness in a murder case. Find him a cozy cell.
Richard here knows the drill.
So, haben wir schon mal jetzt einen Verdächtigen in diesem Mordfall.
Phelps, 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an APB out on a yellow cab, number 3591. Ask dispatch to relay all sightings to car 11K.
No problem. I'll get on the radio.
Were there any incident reports filed in the vicinity of Barron's Bar on North Beaudry Avenue? We're tracking a sailor who was involved in a fight outside the bar.
I can check the reports, Detective. I have a message for you from Captain Donnelly. Message reads, James Jessup, U.S. Navy able seaman, has information relevant to your case. Jessup is currently being detained at Central Station.
Could be our man. Thanks for your help.
Okay.
Car 11K, we have a response on your APB regarding yellow cab number 3591. The vehicle has been identified at a gas station. Now heading west on 7th Street.
Garage on 7th Street. Let's hit it, Phelps. The cab driver might tie this whole thing together.
I
hope you're right.
10 South Flower Street. Units that can handle code 3 identified. All units in the vicinity in any Central unit. A 211 and shots fired. 410 South Flower Street. Units that can...
Tables have turned now, haven't they, boys?
Hey, look, old man, we're sorry. Just quit shooting.
The hell I will. I'm getting pretty tired of losing my weekly take to you punks.
Ain't gonna last long in a tin shack. God damn it, they went down there. Damn them, this is a $30 suit.
Fall gelöst.
This is car 11K. Shots fired at South Flower Street, Scott's Garage. It's code 4 here, but suspect is down. I need an ambulance and coroner.
11K, roger on the
Dancing Corner. All units, 11K reports code 4 on the shooting at 410 South Flower Street, Scott's Garage, code 4.
What are we waiting for?
Wir warten, bis du mal wieder ruhig bist. Und dann starten wir erst wieder neu los. So, jetzt. Jetzt können wir durchstarten.
You know, putting a siren on might remove the element of surprise from your hit and runs.
Unit to handle code 3, identify.
Zentrale, 2 aus 47.
He's in interview 2.
Thanks. What do you make of him?
Sailor on furlough who looks like he's in trouble and knows it.
Hey, bin ich jetzt gesteuert? Room 2. So, hier hinten.
Sirs?
The early bird gets the worm. The second mouse.
What the heck?
Hey, what are you doing?
This guy must have escaped from the loony bin.
Did you read about the woman who stabbed her husband and then pushed him in front of the car? That's the cop who caught her.
What is America going to understand? It's not about getting, it's about
Ich glaube, hier sind wir ein bisschen falsch. Ich suche den
Look, that's the latest thing.
Technical Service downstairs. Nein, kann nicht sein. Ich suche den Feuerraum Nummer 2. Wo ist er? Rezeption, Dirty Secret, Bedrooms. Line Galloway Holding Kills International Room 2. Interview Room 2 ist in die Richtung. Nee. Ach, da sitzt er doch. Das ist
I don't
2.
care.
Detectives
I don't go in
Phelps
for
and
letting
Galloway.
gangsters off scot-free.
We know why you're here, Jessup, so it would be best if you answered our questions truthfully.
I don't want any trouble. That's why I'm here. I heard on the radio about this lady getting killed. I got leave from my CO to come down straight away.
So why did you kill her?
I didn't kill anyone. Look, you need to believe me.
Let's start at the beginning. You went to Barron's Bar. What time did you arrive?
I got a 24-hour pass. I got there around 7.
That's where you met Teresa Terrellson?
Sure. We had a couple of drinks.
So you tried to make a woman who was incredibly drunk?
Look, I'm not proud of myself, but I never hurt her.
You took her dancing?
That's right. Caught a cab to the Crystal Ballroom.
You had a fist fight with Richard Bates over Mrs. Terrellson.
You met the guy? He's a creep. You should take a look at him for this.
He's pointing the finger directly at you, Jessup.
I only had one night before I was back in the tub. He had all the time in the world to look for some action. I belted him. I'd do it again. She was better off with me.
Sure. You're a shining example of chivalry, Jessup. We're holding you till we can clear this with the driver.
Yeah, my CO said as much.
Can you put the guy in 2 in a cell and inform the commander?
Sure, Detective. Got a message for you. Sighting of your disfigured hobo on Grand between Temple and Sunset. And it looks like the Beau has a record, too. He's wanted in connection with 2 female assault.
Thanks.
I used to be indecisive. Now?
What the hell?
Mouthpiece tore strips off me at the grand jury. Case got thrown out. Now the DA wants my head.
I want to stop him with 1 round.
I want to make homicide. You know.
I don't care. I don't go in for letting gangsters off scot-free.
Three suspects in the can and 1 on the hoof. And still no hard evidence on any of them.
KG APL to car 11K. 11K, come in.
11K, go ahead.
Patrolman reporting that Bobby Ross's car game is breaking up at midnight.
11K, roger that. Plenty of time to get downtown, Cole.
It's possible. Have them bring...
Hey!
KGPL, could we have Lars Carrollson picked up?
11K, roger.
Just go easy, Phelps.
Obdachlosenlager, 3 Uhr morgens.
LAPD, we'd like a word with you.
Save it for someone who's interested. They're fascists. Come to move us on and steal what little we have left.
6 rounds won't get us far.
I need you to stay copacetic, Phelps. We need to hold out to the cavalry round.
How do we do that?
Like this. Buckshot will keep them down, man.
If you want your
These men know they're harboring a murderer.
we need to fight for it!
What's your name?
Comrade Stalin.
Very funny. We'll find out from your personal effects.
Stuart Ackerman.
You're under suspicion for murder, Ackerman. We're taking you downtown.
You can't do anything more to me than what the Japanese have already done.
So, jetzt können wir uns vielleicht nochmal in Ruhe umschauen.
The Kremlin's over here, Phelps. Toss it and see what you find.
Looks familiar. Safe bet it'll match the mark under Teresa Terrelson's chin. Ackerman doesn't look like much of a dancer.
Das hat man schon. So, da kommt dann mal eine kleine Zwischensequenz. Da haben wir nochmal eine Zeitung gefunden, die ja sehr, sehr wichtig sind, um im Endeffekt dann alles freizuschalten. So, viel Spaß dabei.
Still working, Jack. I'm off to the Lighthouse Club in Santa Monica.
Hello, Jack. Mr. Benson, this is Courtney Sheldon. He's a buddy of mine from the war.
Well, I'm sure you two will want to polish some old war stories. Good evening, Jack. Mr. Sheldon.
Good night, sir. Take a seat, Courtney.
We need your help.
Jack, I told you I would have nothing to do with that.
I'm fine too, Jack. Medical school's going well. I got a part-time job.
Do dope peddlers need part-time jobs?
We made a mistake and we're in trouble, Jack. A local gangster, Mickey Cohen, is putting on the squeeze.
So hand it over, walk away. What's stopping you?
We had a deal with them that they would dole it out slowly. They said they would supply abortion clinics and doctors, but they've been moving it on to addicts, and they can't cope with the purity.
So your problem is with gangsters being dishonest.
My problem is that people are dying, and that if this gets back to us, we'll all end up in jail.
So how am I supposed to help, Courtney? This isn't the war. I can't just wave a magic wand and clean up your mess.
We want you to negotiate, Jack.
The only thing these guys understand is force, Sheldon. They got to the top back east by proving to be more vicious than the English, the Irish, and the Dutch. They make their own laws. That's the nature of a secret society. God's sake, Courtney, you want to be a doctor. How can you fight with that?
We are better trained, Jack.
I didn't make it through the war to come back to this kind of shit, Sheldon.
So, das war der Zeitungsbericht aus diesem. Also ich finde die Sequenzen, die Kurzsequenzen recht gut, weil man erfährt man so ein bisschen was von der Hintergrundgeschichte. Ich denke, dass wir den Typen auf jeden Fall nochmal wiedersehen werden. Ich bin mir aber nicht mehr ganz sicher, wie gesagt, das ist schon eine Weile her, wo ich es gespielt habe, auf der PS3 damals. Na gut, rausgekommen ist 2011 das Spiel. Ist schon ein paar Jahre her, wir haben jetzt 2019. Wo ich sagen, ein Remake davon mache. Hat es auf meinem früheren YouTube-Kanal schon mal gespielt. Allerdings ist es dann da abhanden gekommen, dann hätte ich jetzt wieder es mitgezockt mit euch, beziehungsweise hätte ich es schon längst präsentiert. Aber auch mich auch damals anders entschieden bei vielen Dingen. Und die Aufgaben waren auch ziemlich, wie soll ich sagen, ich hatte viel mehr Glück bei den Fragen. Oder habe auch die richtigen Fragen gestellt. Meistens, ich sag mal, von 5 Fragen mindestens über die Hälfte richtig gehabt. Diesmal ist der Fall ein bisschen anders. Ich wollte auch mal ein bisschen anders gehen. Ich wollte einfach nur mal den korrupten und bösen Kopf spielen. Soweit es geht. Weil ich habe gehört, da gibt es wohl ein anderes Ende, als wie das, was wir damals noch im Sinn ist. Wenn ich soweit an dem Ende dann erschienen bin, werde ich euch natürlich mitteilen und werde sagen, wie das andere Ende gewesen ist. So an sich macht das Spiel schon, finde ich, mega Laune. Trotz, dass es so alt ist.
That's that cop. Seems like a decent guy.
Ich habe noch ein bisschen umschauen. Wer hat man schon alles raus? Das Seil ist auf jeden Fall hier, die Geldbörse ist hier. Das ist natürlich,
Not everything here is going to be relevant.
The husband has an alibi, but no real motive other than neglect. Jessup's alibi checks out. Bates is a recidivist. He'll be pulling the same shtick until we put him away for good. Ackerman has history, opportunity, hard evidence. What motive?
We have the evidence. We know she was here. All we need is a confession, and we can charge the bum with murder.
Whoa there!
LA police emergency, out of the car.
Why do you need my car?
Weil es warm ist. Den hatten wir schon mal. Ah. Den hat man natürlich auch schon mal. Das ist natürlich blöd. Ne, muss das an ein Auto hin. Weggespawnt. Das ist doch. Hey, gerade eben war es nicht da. Zentralwehr, 3:47 PM.
We're going this way.
Ackerman, you were in the Marines.
How do you know?
The Corps selected big guys for flamethrower duty. That's how you got the burns.
Life expectancy was 5 minutes for a guy in flamethrower detail. What kind of a government puts weight like that on a man's shoulders?
You'll get no argument from me. It was a heavy load.
You feeling sorry for this smelly fuck?
A bus driver dropped Mrs. Terrelson near your camp around 2 a.m. Why did you take her up to the hill?
Which hill? I have many places. I go where I please.
You are clearly insane, Ackerman. The state of California does not execute mental patients.
I don't know the names of the women I've killed, but I've killed many of them. Their necks are so fragile.
Why did you kill Mrs. Terrelson?
I have no recollection of the people I have killed.
You hate women, Ackerman?
More than you could ever imagine.
How much did you hate Mrs. Terrelson?
I ache to put my seed in them. Afterwards, I have no use for them.
Stuart Ackerman, I am charging you with the murder of Teresa Terrelson.
Das war doch super abgeschlossen.
A man down on his luck I can abide. But a filthy red who chooses to live outside the rules of society I cannot stomach. Maybe poor Teresa Terrelson will provide the catalyst we need. I've spoken to the chief and the mayor, and I think it's time we send some men in to remove the godless and send them on their way over the county line. A grand day that will be, gentlemen. And a grand result you have brought me. You two are fast becoming my finest crusaders.
So, der Fall ist abgeschlossen. Das war's mal wieder zum Crime Friday hier bei Foley's Gamerhaus zu Noire. Ich habe überlegt, ob ich das jetzt öfters mache, das in eine Crime Serie zu machen. Ich habe ja noch so ein paar andere Spiele, die so ein bisschen mit Cops zu tun haben oder Detektiven zu tun haben. Ich glaube, das werde ich jetzt jeden Freitag soweit bringen. Sofern es euch interessiert, wenn ja, würde mich natürlich freuen, wenn ihr mal was im Chat oder einfach mal sowas schreiben würdet. Auf jeden Fall zu diesem Fall hier bei Noire, Part 9, Weiße Schuhe und ein Mord. Ist es abgeschlossen. Wir haben diesmal recht gut abgeschlossen mit 3 Sternen, sehr schön. Höchstes sind natürlich 4 Sterne. Da hat man natürlich alles richtig, soviel ich noch weiß. Und ja gut, Vollzeigschaden. Das sind halt meine Abkürzungen. Sachschaden, belanglos. Das zahlt der Staat. Jeder Zeuge, auch der Taxifahrer, der als einer der letzten Theresa Leben gesehen hat. Jeder Zeuge zählt. Gut. Ich würde mal sagen, das war's. Ich bedanke mich auf jeden Fall recht herzlich fürs Zuschauen. Und würde mich freuen natürlich, wenn ihr beim nächsten Crime Friday wieder dabei seid. Hier bei Foley's Gamerhaus mit eurem Foley. So, genug gefoliert. Und dann würde ich jetzt sagen, ich bin raus. Macht's gut. Bis zum nächsten Mal. Ciao, ciao.